Welcome everybody, welcome to the Tomb of Illumination. This is where we talk about the physics of the flat earth system, expose all the lies of the globe, tell the truth, how everything works on the flat earth system. So I've just done a video regarding how the sun works on the flat earth, how the suns work. Like there's 3 suns, and then over and above that the sun is in many places but only seen in one, your own personal view of the sun, image of the sun. So this is just a little preview, because if you want to see this video you're going to have to go onto my Patreon page, even if you only join up for 1 month. If you want to know the truth, it's all over there. But I'm just going to I've exposed their lies about the globe, and I've exposed many things that destroy the globe theory. But it's all hush hush, it's not exposed, it's not made public, right? Well, I'm just going to show you something. When we got here, an example of the lies they tell. I'm trying to find photos here, gallery. Okay, so let's start with this one. No, let's go here. Now, you want to understand the magnetic field of the earth, right? Because they draw you a nice pretty ball and tell you the magnetic field comes out of the south and enters it at the top north of their spinning ball. Even though they argue there is no up and down out there in La La Land, out there in space. So I'll read you some of these answers when I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. As Earth's magnetic field lines are not parallel to the surface, the north end of a compass needle will point upwards in the southern hemisphere, negative dip, and downward in the northern hemisphere, dip. Okay, so I'm asking a common man's ignorant questions. So they keep the lie flowing. They give you these lies because you've been educated with all your lies, all their lies. Here's another one. In the northern hemisphere, the magnetic field dips down into the earth, so the compass needle has a weight on the southern end of the needle to keep the needle in the horizontal plane. In the southern hemisphere, the weight needs to be on the northern end. Okay, let's just draw that. Okay, so there's your ball. Okay, and let's say there's your compass. And there's your compass. So it's pointing north. There's your north. Here's your south. Okay. Now this northern end of the compass is going to dip into the ground. So they have to put a little bit of a weight on here. Okay. So there's your pointy, and they've got to put a little bit of a weight here to stop it from pivoting, going down here. Okay, so they're telling you they have to weight the south end. This is the north end, and then they say dips down to the earth. So the compass needle has a weight on the south end of the needle to keep the needle in the horizontal plane. In the southern hemisphere, the weight needs to be on the north end. Okay. So they have to put the weight on this end, on the north end, and the weight there, and then your arrow is supposed to be there. It gets a bit confusing. Anyway, it's all BS, because you take this one here, this one compass here, you bring it down to this is the Arctic. Okay, center Arctic. This is the Antarctic. Antarctic. You take the same compass, that's going to just swing around and point that way, stick up that way. So you can use the same compass, exact same compass, because it's going to dip here too. It's going to dip there. It's going to dip. And it's going to dip here. But that's not what they're telling you. They're telling you the lie, so you believe the earth is a spinning ball. Brash. Now, when you ask the right questions because you know the truth, they always have to tell you the truth. So my question was, why does my compass dip at both Arctics? Then they have to tell you the truth, you see. So this is their answer when I asked them the right question. An interesting detail is that there are northern and southern hemisphere compasses. This has to be with the fact that the magnetic field lines to which a compass needle aligns points into the earth at the north and the south. So they're wording it a bit trickily there because they're not wanting to expose the total truth, but the truth is at the bottom there. The compass needle aligns to which a compass needle aligns points to the earth at the north and the south. Okay? So they've told you the truth. An interesting detail. After they've told me the lies, these other two facts, you ask the right question, then they have to tell you the truth. An interesting detail, they say, is that there are northern and southern hemisphere compasses. This has to do with the fact that the magnetic field lines to which a compass needle aligns points into the earth at the north and south. Well, two compasses has nothing to do with it. But that's how they try to confuse you see. Because they want you to think that this is south, and that's north. So they have to have the compass like this, with the north end green up here. Let's say it's green. Green, north, the arrow, okay? But when you come down here, they have to make another compass so it stays pointing this way for north. Okay? So their south arrow is pointing that way. But that's deceiving you. That's the lie. Because this is the north end down there. That is still north. That is the north end. Okay, and that's where they'll put their weight to stop it from dipping. I'm not kidding anybody, it's the dead truth. They're lying. It's exposed the whole globe, because the truth is that is magnetic north. North. That is 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 north. It's all north. And so is in the centre of there, the Arctic. This is the Antarctic. So when they tell you in theory that it will dip at one pole and rise at the other pole, that is correct, because that's how it works on a compass. Because the magnetic field, let's say you've got a ring compass, that is the north pole going in that way, in is the south. In is south. Out is north. Is north. Okay, that's how it works. So there has to be an in and out. That's why they put it on their globe and say, oh, it must come. You know, so they tell you it goes in there and comes out of here. They say in, they say out. Well, they got that wrong too, because out is the North Pole. Doesn't go in. They should have had it the other way around. They're stupid. Can't even lie properly. But they've probably got some other stupid reason. Because it's all bullshit, you see. So you've got to realise there is no ball. The magnetic field comes in from the south to the Tropic of Capricorn, sorry. Capricorn. Tropic of Capricorn. And down in here is the Tropic of Cancer. The southern field comes around to the Tropic of Capricorn and drops straight down to the ground, crosses over the Earth straight to the other opposite Arctic, then rises. Okay, it's in here. Comes up out of there, straight down there, along the ground, then up through there, over, down, Cancer, along the ground, and up here. The infinity symbol, okay? So this is what you call declination. 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 Because it's always curving. You'll follow a curved path. You know how they always tell you there's two norths. There's a geographical north and a magnetic north. Well, it's sort of due to this declination. There's a declination in there too. Okay? They call that in there the spider web in celestial navigation, because that's what it looks like. That curved lines in there. So you got declination, but when it comes to magnetic dip, because you need a dip compass, you can't have your horizontal compass, because the horizontal, you know, that's gonna dip down at the pivot point and get caught on the base of your horizontal flat compass, and it's not going to work, is it? Unless you tilt it a little bit. But no, you have a vertical. It's a dip compass. It'll work this way. Okay. Or a system similar. I haven't even seen one lately. So it can spin this way. So the magnetic field comes out of here and goes into there, drops down to the ground. It comes out of the centre north and comes over and drops down through the ground there. 100% proof. Okay? If anybody thinks I'm lying and wants to prove me wrong, there you go. Give me your details. I'll send all the information to my lawyer. You get your lawyer involved. Here's a $10,000 bet. You think you're clever? You think you're a globie and you went to school and you're all educated and you know everything? There's a $10,000 for you then. So, got a little model here. This is the basically the Milky Way. That's the Milky Way. And the real plasma sun of our flat Earth system is hidden in this up in here, right next to the centre of the black hole, the vortex, the centre vortex. And the spiral, when your vortex water, right on the horizon there, the illuminated star. Because that in there creates a lot of noise. It's an amplifier. It amplifies this. It's all based on frequencies. In water, sololuminescence. So the right frequencies illuminates the bubble, you could say. Illuminates the star. And that's why we get this daylight cast across the hole, amplified into our realm. On this side of the earth, it's daylight. Behind it, it's night time. You've got to understand that the Milky Way is shaped like a boomerang. How do you draw a boomerang? Shaped like a boomerang. And this, or a kneecap. And the iliad, it's a kneecap. Okay? So the black hole is in the Milky Way.